So here's another story for you guys. A joint monitoring program reports progress on sanitation and drinking water. The 2015 update and MDG assessment has named Ghana as the 7th, get this, dirtiest country in the world. Now, the report, which is a collaborative effort between the World Health Organization and the United Nations Children Fund, says the challenge to access improved sanitation is actually starker in Ghana. Now, Ghana, get this, yeah? Last year, we were 10th. This year, we're 7th. And mind you, I mean, the closer you are to 1, the worse you're faring. Yeah. All right, so if we were 15th, we'd be in a better position. But now, so basically, we've gotten worse in the past 1 year.
And apparently, we are the country with less sanitarian issues, but we're not making good use of it.
In fact, I would argue a little bit about us having less sanitary, because listen,
lion and all that.
We are dirty people.
Anyways,
I mean, I'm sorry, there's no other way to. We are dirty people. Look at the floods when it happened, when it occurred. Admittedly, it washed people's belongings and whatnot away. So there was a lot of whatever else. But then just look at the volume of rubbish. We are dirty people, extremely. We should all bow. In fact, we should have been number 1.
No,
listen.
Oh, Jess, please.
No, but it's true.
South Africa is nice. Some parts are nice. Some parts are also dirty. I passed through
but you
some
see, that's not the problem. It's not about some parts being nice and some being dirty.
Right.
It's the general perception. Yeah. When you think of South Africa, do you think dirt? No.
No.
When you think of Ghana, most likely you will be thinking, well, at least thanks to this report, which has gone worldwide, we'll be thinking dirt. Now, people aren't looking at the implications of what that actually means. Don't forget, tourists are reading reviews about our country all the time. We make a lot of money from tourism. So next thing you know, one tourist, the next tourist, oh, don't go to that country, it's filthy. We got sick when we got there, and all sorts of things. Yeah. So I think this is something we shouldn't just laugh about and sweep under the rug and it's business as usual. In fact, we should be ashamed.
Worrying.
I'm wondering why our mayor won an award. For what? And especially, no, seriously, and especially weeks after, just weeks after this report comes out. So what did he win the award for? Oh, maybe, I mean, I stand to be corrected.
Jessica, other countries have dirt in their backyards. They're not showing most of it because they get to see the other nice parts of the country.
Who's not showing it? Whose duty is it to show it?
If I'm a tourist and I come to Ghana and I go to, let's say, Choko or the other Zongo areas which are dirty, and I take videos of those places and I post them online on YouTube. Come on, who's going to say this country is neat? And I post Ghana. Everybody will say the country.
You're not saying that there are no nice pictures of Ghana.
We are trying. I'm saying Ghana is trying to be neat. I mean, talk of
how are we trying?
Talk of places like Spencer's Road. It's quite clean for me. It's clean for me.
You've taken it too far. Are you saying we're trying to be neat?
The only problem we Ghanaians have is probably the use of non-biodegradable plastics. And it's getting worse. We don't know how to separate plastics from real waste.
So we have a problem.
They don't decay when we put them on the floor. We throw them in the gutters and everywhere, and they get choked.
We're all part of it.
Yeah, I'm not saying I'm not a sinner. I am a quiet sinner, though.
No, I mean, I'm so ashamed. When I saw this report, my heart broke in a million pieces. And I think that we need to absolutely do something about it, whether it's through education or whatnot. Listen, do you know that today there are people who wait for the rains? Just so the gutters, rushing water in front of the gutters in their house, and they would pour the rubbish in the gutters.
I know.
Who does that? I'm sorry, have you lost your marbles?
Wow.
I don't get it, because people, and we take it so lightly. It's just, in fact, when someone drops rubbish on the street and you tell them to pick it up, they may insult you. They don't understand. You're sitting in a chocho,
and
you drop a sachet bag outside.
Easily, because I know several personalities who have actually just campaigned on this.
It's a shame.
But
gone around to educate, and then after a while we forget and we go back to the ways, those old ways, those bad ways. So I don't know. I mean, maybe it's just the attitude, because regardless of how many times you educate people, they will still go back to what they're comfortable with, what they're used to.
That may be
with
true.
Nobody telling them, you know, it's wrong or not, or it's right.
That may be true, but I think that the education doesn't have to stop.
It doesn't have to stop.
I don't feel as if everybody has received that message of how to properly dispose our rubbish, etc., etc., etc.
And our kids growing every day.
Exactly.
So, Jessica, I also
look at how, I mean, cholera became an epidemic last year. In fact, some part of this year as well. We're dirty people.
Well, I also feel
we're dirty people.
Jessica, the truth is we don't have many major sites where we can incinerate all these rubbish that goes around. So most times people just feel it's better to throw them
seriously
or burn them.
Let those people manage waste think about that. Why should I be thinking about where it ends up in the end?
Too much.
Who is causing it? If it's not the people. What are you talking about?
Anyway, I don't want to blame
No, we're dirty people. You agree, don't you?
We are dirty people.
People who are listening.
Some of us are quite
in fact, we should all hide our faces. 7th dirtiest country. And not just in Africa, the world.
Yeah.
I'll move on.
True.
We'll leave that there.